Way back in the day, I used to play an e-wrestling character by the name of Merrill Shadowbird Waters. And while I enjoyed playing him and getting to be a bombastic, rather hammy persona that could get under anyone's skin with mere words, the politics of e-wrestling really got under my skin. But you can take the writer out of e-wrestling, but you can't take the e-wrestling out of the writer. So now, this is a series devoted to things about which I just can't help but shoot on, as if I were a professional wrestler. Originally on Cage Side Seats as a written series, now in audio form, this is Shadow Shoots. Alright, jabronis, listen up. We got a little situation here. We got some people doing some dumb shit out there. And I, the Shadowbird, not gonna let this go by any means. You know, there are these companies out there who love to go and do kind of this, for lack of a better phrase, viral market research. Basically kind of open focus groups where they put up forms for anyone to get onto and submit ideas for either new flavors for things like Mountain Dew once did with the Democracy, or like Lay's is doing with the Do Us a Flavor contest. Or, in the case of Nintendo, they opened up Smash Brothers characters for submission for DLC for Smash Brothers 4 for the Wii U and 3DS on their website. And of course, whenever this happens, the trolls must come out. Oh god, these trolls. These little jabronis. Oh god, how I hate them so much. They get this big idea in their head that they're going to go into this wonderful little bit of market research that is being done, and they're going to make jokes out of it. They're going to ask for the most insane characters and make the most insane flavor combinations and give them stupid names of things that should never have anything to do with anything corporate ever. I can remember way back when Mountain Dew was doing the Democracy. For the longest time, one of the top running suggestions was named Hitler Did Nothing Wrong. Are you kidding me? Not only did someone think that was a good idea, enough people decided to slam the votes on that so hard that it actually rose to the top before it was finally and ultimately and gratefully thrown out. You know what you're doing? You are making their job harder for the people who have to sort through all this stuff and find what works. They have to sort through all this stuff to find the cream of the crop to pull out to use for their contest. But in order to do it, they have to look for needles in a haystack. Except in this case, the haystack is largely post-digested. So they have to wade through this muck of shit, wasting valuable time, when they could be, digging through actual worthwhile suggestions and spending time trying to whittle them down instead of having to waste time on throwing out 50 different versions of penis. You are costing money. You are costing these companies money by having to employ these people for extended periods of time to dig through your shit. And who knows? Maybe at some point, these companies might decide to stop doing stuff like this. May decide to stop opening up to consumer suggestions. For every Goku you throw in, maybe the people at Nintendo are starting to get a little bit less big on this whole pandering to the fans thing, And let me tell you something, y'all. Goku's not getting into Smash Brothers. Goku's not getting into Smash Brothers while Sakurai's alive. Goku's not getting into Smash Brothers while his children are alive, while his grandchildren are alive, while his great-grandchildren are alive, or while his alien DNA spliced great-great-great-great-great-great-grandchildren are alive. You know when Goku's getting into Smash? He's getting into Smash about the same time I do, and not as me either. He's getting into Smash about the same time the Smash Brothers is on its last dying legs. By the time Goku is in Smash, people will have never heard of Dragon Ball Z, or at least it will have passed into myth like so many works of fiction from years ago. By the time Goku is finally in Smash Brothers, he will basically be the equivalent to Zeus is to us today. Yeah, Goku's not getting into Smash, so stop wasting your time. Stop wasting your time being silly and throwing out people like Master Chief, who, by the way, Nintendo stuff, not Microsoft. Master Chief is Microsoft. You don't want to be putting Microsoft characters on Nintendo consoles. They're competitors, you dummies! Use your imagination. Go through all the lore of Nintendo to find characters that are actually worthy being it. Now, Roy from Fire Emblem is a good example. Of course, we got a little bit of a problem there, because in order to get him in, well, he kind of shares the name with one of the alts of the Koopalings. So, a little bit of trouble there. But you can look back even further. Characters from Super Mario RPG, if they can work it with Square Enix. Chrono, from Chrono Trigger. I have submitted him because I honestly think he would be a good character. He'd have a nice diverse move set between swords and magic, and he's got a built-in final smash with his ultimate technique Luminaire. You know, just go back through time and think of all these wonderful characters from Nintendo past and present, and I'm sure you'll find someone who is more likely to be in Smash than bloody Goku. Bottom line is, you're not funny. Nobody thinks that you're funny. You're just wasting time, wasting money, and pissing off people like me who want to see actual characters that actually deserve to be in Smash Brothers and actual flavors that actually deserve to be on potato chips get their due. So, cut it out, or Bird might have to shove his size 11 straight up your ass.